just told us that we'll be going on a trip with him, but Winthrop said to Imoen in no uncertain terms she couldn't go with us. So she pretty much told us that she'd sneak out.
Yes?
So now we are heading into the Friendly Arm Inn to buy our equipment from Winthrop.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse. My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
And another of the mods that I don't think I mentioned in details, it adds portraits for some of the more obscure characters. So this is Winthrop, our old friend, and the person who Imoen does the odd chore for from time to time. Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have ye? Well, don't forget the 5,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep custom, don't you know? Now, even though Toby is a bit shy most of the time, Winthrop's one of the rare exceptions because he knows the man quite well, so he's more than willing to bite back, so to speak. You always were the big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not so often. How? Just having a bit of fun with ye, my friend. Them monks may be walking around with poles in their nethers, but you know you are always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So, is there anything else I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you got? So, this is our inn, and we have 120 gold to buy our equipment, so we can also get a room if we wanted to rest. And the price goes up depending on which one you get, but so does the effects you get from it. So we can buy and sell here. We can get a drink, or we can steal. So first of all, what we're going to need first is some armor. We're going to buy some studded leather armor. We don't need a shield or a helmet just yet. We're not going to be buying a helmet. But we will buy 2 long swords. And this isn't exactly our strong suit, but we have a bit of training with a bow. So I was considering buying a short bow, but that's a bit too expensive. Well, we can afford it, but it's going to take every last gold coin we have to get a bow and some arrows. That's 100, and we are clean out of money now. So we're going to head in here, and as per usual with Toby, we're going to take a few items for our own. First we are going to change. We'll drop the staff since it's pretty much useless to us. And we'll equip our 2 swords. We now have a set of combative equipment. We're going to talk to Firebeard.
It's hard to
here.
find decent folk nowadays.
Yes, Firebeard Elven Hair. I always call him Firebeard for some reason. Ah yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Baraghost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorian's ward, aren't you? My, you have come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tethtoril in the inner grounds. You should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Now, we like Elven Hair here, but this is Toby we're talking about. And if we're going to be heading off into the unknown with Gorian, we want to get a few last
I will do
practical
my best.
jokes and heists done first. We're going to steal from a few more people before we go. Oh, and Elven Hair happens to be one of our unfortunate victims, as well as most of the people on this upper floor. There's someone standing there. We're not going to talk to him. Come on. Apparently can't. So, there's apparently someone who's locked their stuff so thoroughly we can't get in. Well, we've done all the robbing we can do in the inn. Now it's time for us to head back out again.
Yes. Very well.
So we're going to do one last exploration of the town before we get off. And this is for Lydia. We're going to talk to her, if only because Toby wants to know if there's any opportunities for a last laugh at her expense. Because he does so love doing that, as you'll remember from the backstory.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. Hey, have you seen my copy of The History of Halrua anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library, so I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. Now, that's funny, because it's actually missing because Toby stole and hid it. So he knows exactly where to look for the thing. Drippin' here, we sort of know in passing because Toby used to milk the cows for some extra money when he was a kid. So
What do
we'll
you
have
need?
a chat. And yeah, just informing us about the book, which we're going to return to her because Toby's not evil. He stole it just for a little bit of a laugh at her expense, but he's had that, so he'll give it back now.
Hello there.
My book. Oh, you remind me of Gorian when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny even. He must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. does she know Toby picked her pocket for another one of her books that he is going to hide in the priest's quarters? For a bit of a joking, for a bit of a laugh.
Hello.
And this is Shank. Oh, goody goody, I've gone and found ye first. You are the ward of Gorion, no doubt. And since we're technically not supposed to be in here, since we're not a priest, we're just going to pretend we are perfectly entitled to be in here, and hope things go alright. I am. What can I do for you? Oh, our encounter shall be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I have made it my mission to end your life. Success will mean a little respect among my peers, so you see, you can do very little, except die. I'm sorry, I disagree with that assessment. Well, he was pathetic. That was quite the quick death, I have to say. Now we'll have a look around. We don't need a battle axe, and there's nothing in there, but before we go, we are going to deposit this book we just snitched from Philidia on the table here. To hopefully embarrass her a little bit, because, well, Toby is shaken up a bit from having to fight for his life and kill someone for the first time ever. Even that can't make him pass up the opportunity to pull a prank on Philidia before he goes. Parda, Toby, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me something is very wrong indeed. Now, we are not going to tell Parda what happened, because Toby's still in the mindset of his everyday life. He doesn't quite believe that happened, because he's quite shaken up. So he thinks if he tells him that he was in there, he'll get in trouble. So we are going to lie. It's nothing, Parda. One of the cats didn't like me petting it. I'm alright, really. Yes, well, get what you need from the inn, and then, for Gorion is desperate for you to be off.
As you ask.
And Dreppen wanted something from us,
What do you need?
Recall. Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, though, her being sick and all. I need you to get one of them potions full of antidote off Hull. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to man the gate. It's early this morning, so I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewheres. Well, we can help the cow one more time, I suppose.
Hey,
Yeah. And John Delar here was actually our primary combat instructor growing up, so we know him quite well. He's another exception to Toby being shy. So he's been asked to teach us. That's a bit more about combat. A last lesson, if you will. So let's do it.
hey,
Excellent. You did good, kid, especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. What arrows? He only fired one. Shouldn't it be that arrow? I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the gate warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. Alrighty. I suppose we can do that. And we don't actually know her that well, but he's just standing around doing pretty much nothing, so Toby gets curious.
By Moradin's hammer!
I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. We take exception to being ordered about, but we'll humor him for the time being.
I shall not yield to you.
And that was
Consider it
not
done.
on purpose.
A dangerous mistake.